Hi everyone, Sandra Vail here at Homesteading Ways. And today I'm up at our off-grid cabin. We've owned this cabin a year and a half, getting on 2 years, but we have been working on it. We bought it somewhat unfinished, so we're doing everything we want ourselves. But we plan on staying here, living here full time come September 2017. So today I just wanted to show you 5 of the off-grid lighting options that we're choosing. Okay, let's start off with the first one that most people think of, and that's candles. Candles are really good for short term, I think. Like if a storm rolls through and your power's knocked out and you're going to be without lighting for, say, you know, anywhere from a few hours to a few days. Now, I make my own emergency candles out of soy, but I know a lot of people that also will use beeswax. They make tapers and other candles from them, and that's great too. The one limitation, though, to using them long term in an off-grid situation is, do you have the materials you need to make them ongoing? You know, if you were going to use these as your sole lighting option, then that's something you'd want to think about. Do you have beehives where you can get beeswax, or, you know, are you able to get the soy to make the candles in, you know, whatever. Those are just a few of the things you'd want to think about. So, and how much lighting are you looking at? How many candles would you need on a daily basis? You know, how dark is it where you're at? So candles are good. They're very good for short term, and you know, a lot of people use them. So there we have the candles. The next thing I'm moving on to here are oil lamps. I like oil lamps. They tend to put off a little more light than candles do, and lamp oil isn't very expensive. And if you didn't happen to have any, you can also use like a vegetable oil. You can use, if you were like in an emergency situation, you could use animal fat, you know, whatever oil in here is going to burn. I've even heard people using fish oil, although I can't imagine what that smelled like. But the only problem with these lamps is you might want to be a little careful, as you do with the candles, around kids and pets. These can heat up quite a bit, you know, so you want to just make sure they're out of the way of being knocked over, anything like that, you know, common sense kind of thing. Long term, you're just going to have to make sure you have a supply of oil and wicks, and sometimes the little, I don't know what it's called, the metal thing in here will occasionally break. So you just want to make sure you have extra pieces and whatnot. A few of these, depending on how big your living space is, you know, 2 or 3 of these would probably be plenty for you at night. And, you know, so this is definitely a good option. It's another option that we do use here at the cabin. This 4th one here, I really like. My son bought this for me a few years back, and it runs on C batteries, 4C batteries, and it's pretty durable even though it is plastic. And you can have different, I'm not going to turn it on right now, but this thing, I put it on low and leave it here on the countertop at night, and it makes a really good night light, and it can go all night long and still hit the high levels the next day. And I have rechargeable batteries, so I use the rechargeables in here. So that really helps to keep the cost down on this. And I do have a solar charger for my batteries, so that helps as well. The rechargeable batteries are great for any flashlights or anything else you have that you're going to be using batteries in quite often. Now, I've had this, I think, about 3 years, and no, I don't use it every single day, but it's lasted. And like I said, it's pretty durable. One of my last items here, this is one of my favorites. This is solar, and it's just filled with air here. The solar panel on top generates the LED lighting in there, and there's a cute little button here, that one button that you can push that will show you how much battery life you still have. It'll light up anywhere from 1 to 3 dots. Now I will put this as well on the lowest setting so it makes a really good night light. And I'll leave it on the counter, and then if you have to get up in the middle of the night to go potty or something along the lines of that, you just carry it with you into the bathroom so you can see well. And you know, after about, I'd say 9 hours a night of having this on, when I go and check the battery again, it's still at 2. So it's not taking a lot of juice to do that overnight. You have a dim setting, a medium setting, a bright setting, and then a flashing bright. And I don't remember how long the life of this is supposed to be. I'll put the link down in the description box. I bought it off of Amazon, and I'm pretty sure I remember them saying that once this is fully charged, it can hold a charge for 3 years. And you can deflate this and have it go flat, and it would be great to have in a bug out bag, or if you're backpacking, camping, anything along the lines of that. Just, you know, get it charged up, and then it'll be good to go when you need it. I think this costs me $13. I'm not sure, but I'm looking at getting a couple more of these, because to be honest with you, I feel this is probably my best bet out of everything. I don't have to buy batteries, I don't have to get oil, I don't have to get supplies. I can just have this and the sun. So to me, right now, this is my best option. So right up there is our 5th option. Regular, well, not a regular, but a light bulb, an LED light bulb. We have solar panels, and those are located on top of the cabin. And we store the power in the batteries, of course, and that's how we have indoor overhead lighting, along with, you know, other electrical outlets and stuff like that. If we should happen to run low, or it's been, you know, a week of non-sunny days, then we do have the generator, so we can power that up as well. But those are the 5 methods of lighting that we use here in our off-grid cabin. I'd be interested to hear if you guys do anything else, what kind of setup you have. That'd be really cool to hear. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. That was, you know, really awesome of you to do that. Subscribe, that would be wonderful. And thumbs up if you really liked the video. And it was nice talking to you. And you take care.